Hello everybody, welcome back. What do we have here? It's an iPhone 15 Pro Max that, according to our customer, this iPhone does not turn on. Looks like already someone tried the new battery. It has different adhesive right here on the top, and we're gonna see if we can fix it, find the issue, and then I'll let you know what I found, how to fix it. So let me take some screws off, and we can start from there. So let me disconnect the battery. Once I have the battery disconnected, what I'm going to do is connect it to the power supply. So right here I have my battery connector, and I got the I'm disconnecting the battery right now. Let me look on my power supply which one is the connector for the iPhone 15 Pro. So let me connect it, my power supply, on the battery terminal, and let me see my power supply. My power supply is right there on the bottom, somewhere right there. Yeah, the blue ones, amperage. So I will hit power button right here on the side and see what it does, and it doesn't do anything. Is my power supply on? Oh yeah, it was not on. Looks like it may turn on. So right there it's not consuming anything. I hit the power button and let me see one more time. Normally a booting cycle will start with 0.080, 100, and let me see this one, 0.75, 0.75, and then 200. Looks like normal. Looks an Apple logo. Let me check on the notes, see what it says. Alright, so I have the notes here of my customer. It says that does not charge a test battery and charging port, and it still does not charge. Okay, alright, excellent. So we have a charging issue here. Okay, now that we know what it is, it turns on. Looks like the device did turn on, it just doesn't charge. And according to a customer, it's not a parts issue. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is gonna take this board out. Okay, I have this board out. So what I'm gonna do is gonna take I'm gonna bring up a battery, a charging port, so that way we can test them outside. Okay, so be right back. Alright, so I got a battery, a charging port, and we're gonna use the screen. So what I'm gonna do is connect this screen, the battery, and the charging port. And see if we can turn it on. It does turn on. So meaning if it has a charged battery, it will be able to turn on, but once it runs out of use, then it won't be able to charge it back again. Oh no, right there it says charging, but it's not charging. The device is not charging. It shows the lining, but it will never go up and charge. See? Right here. Where is it? Where is it? Right there. See if we can capture that. It's quite difficult to capture that. See, right there. 0.05. That's nothing. 0.000. Right here. 0.03. Nothing. But if I turn on the screen, it goes up 0.73, but once it turns off, it goes back to 0. See? So meaning it's not charging. It looks like it's charging, but it's not charging. It will never go up. Never. So we're having a charging issue. Now let's fix it. All the charging components on this board are inside of it. So what I'm going to do is going to separate it and let you guys know once it's apart. Alright, now that we have separated, let's do a visual inspection. And here on the microscope we can see the chips or the integrated circuits related to charging. This one, and this one will be the main circuits to charge. Let me take this thermal paste. Okay, there it is. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna use the thermal camera. Let me find the issue and then I'll let you know. Alright, so my thermal camera doesn't wanna, the operation system doesn't wanna work for some reason. So let's go first with the charging IC, which will be this one. This one is the Type C controller. So let's go with the charging IC first. These ones are normal to get damaged because you use cheap charger, non-Apple charger. Alright, that's clean. Let me remove this extra solder that is making a bridge right here. That's it. Put some flux. Here we have a new charging IC. That's it. Take his solder in place. There it is. So let me wait to cool down a little bit so that way we can test it. Alright, so we took a little detour right there, but we're back in the testing process. I'll explain you here in a minute what I did. Well, that was quite scary, but let's test it out. Moment of truth. Apple logo. Yay! Oh wow, that detour that we took was a scary one. Let's see if now we have charging. 0.0. Oh, that's not charging. I mean, it says right there charging, but no, it ain't charging. Oh no, let me see. No, this thing is not charging. Let me see if we... Let me do some more troubleshooting and I'll update you here in a minute. Now it's charging. Probably my charging port is not connected properly all the way, but now right here on the other side we see that it's charging. So now we have this iPhone fix as far as charging goes. So what did I do? So I replaced 3 components, but I think when I separate the boards, the heat was a little too much, that this NAND flash, my phone got stuck on DFU mode, so I have to take the NAND flash out and rebuild it and put it back again. So that was the detour. So I replaced charging USB controller or Type-C controller with the EEPROM or with the SPI board or chip. These two are married together. This one is the controller, this one is the SPI memory. So these two are together, and then the charging IC. And now we have a charging and working iPhone. So what we have to do now is clean this board, clean the other board, to rebuild, and then assemble the 2 boards together. But as far as charging goes, this iPhone is ready to go. So I'm just gonna do that process, but we have a lot of videos of how to clean boards and how to rebuild boards but this iPhone is ready as far as charging goes. So if you have an iPhone with charging problems, most likely will be one of these two components that goes out, a charging IC or the Type-C controller. Now if you replace the Type-C controller, many suppliers that will sell the Type-C controller, the chip, will also send you the the SPI memory together with the other chip. If not, just update it. Just be careful with the information of your customer. Sometimes when you update it, you will get an error, so be careful updating it. But as far as charging, should be able to charge your phone if you don't have the SPI and the Type-C controller, okay, or ACE. That's it. So we see you in the next one. Hope you guys like it. If you have any question, please leave them down below, and I will be more than happy to answer. Thank you, and we see you on the next one. Let's go.